Russia with love, I fly to you. Ooh, what have we got here? The best of CI5 and New Professionals. Classic episodes starring Colin Wells, Cal Webber and Edward Woodward. I'm sure that this is a genuine copy. A note from the House of Lords. This might be my mysterious benefactor, viewers. Be lying doggo, old chap. Must speak to you soon, things are getting a bit warm around here. The powers that be have asked me to find a good man for a secret mission. That is where you come in. See you at Bishopstoke Pond in an hour. Keep it quiet. Lucky. I've just got a bit of time to have a look at this this DVD. Packaging, design and summary, copyright Cult TV. This DVD is being produced for entertainment purposes only. No copyright infringement is intended. Right, well, we'll have a look at this and then go to Bishopstoke Pond for a secret meeting. That looks very exciting. Yes. What amazing picture quality. So here we are, viewers, in the Volvo. Lovely 2.4 5-cylinder turbo petrol engine. And we're on our way to Bishopstoke Pond. I do wonder what's going to happen when we get there and what particular secret mission the bosses for my mysterious benefactor have for me to accomplish. It's strange, I've not heard from him for some time. Anyway, hopefully we'll find out more about the mysterious circumstances of what's happening when we get there. I don't understand what's happened, viewers. I've gone to the rendezvous place at Bishopstoke Pond and there's nobody here. Oh, hold on a moment. What are you doing here?
Dance for joy or lust or anger, and every time you haven't got it right, you're one of us. Do you know when? Do you know that you are known? Do you know when? Do you know?
Welcome to Sensible Secondhand Reviews Ultra Sensible Edition, where we wear hats that remind us of commercial vehicles which are powered by a certain type of fuel, and we talk about forbidden fruit cars because I've been told that my mysterious benefactor is being influenced by certain people in power and they wish for me to stop saying certain sentences about them. So this is a 2015 Kia Sportage Mark III or SL 2-litre CRDI KX4. But is it any good? Should you care? Why? Let's find out, shall we? So the SL or Mark III Kia Sportage was released in 2010 and continued in this country anyway until early 2016, although in a lot of other areas it was launched in late 2015. The engine is available were a 1.6 petrol with 133 horsepower or a 2 litre petrol with 161 horsepower. But who needs any of those? I mean, we need a clattery old forbidden fuel engine, don't we? Yes. So we have two main choices. We have a 1.7 with 114 horsepower, but was only available with front wheel drive. And then we have a 2 litre engine available in 2 power outputs, 134 horsepower, and then this top 184 brake horsepower model, which is yes, the first forbidden fruit engine that I could find. Hence the fact that in some shots of this car you'll see it's not very clean, because I had to get hold of it at very, very short notice in order to accomplish my secret mission. Oh dear, it's not very secret really, is it? I've just told you about it. But anyway, we'll have to keep going then. Yes, so on this slightly flooded road in Hampshire, this car is performing quite well. There's plenty of torque in the engine, as you know you'd expect from something like this, and the ride seems okay as well. It's not the smallest car, so if you encounter people coming the other way, then you have to stop, which isn't the best. This 6-speed manual feels fine. You can also get an automatic gearbox. The manual seems to be most common though, and it does 0 to 60. This particular one in actually under 10 seconds, which I suppose is good, isn't it? Yes, we wouldn't really want to prefer the petrol engine that's kind of smoother and quieter. I mean, that would be awful, wouldn't it? We don't want anything like that. We want on clattery old sort of engines that make, you know, agricultural noises. That's what we do, isn't it, on this channel? So here we are at Bishopstoke. It's not really a pond, it's more of like a sort of fast-flowing river, but I've always known it as the pond, I don't know why. So, 3rd generation Sportage. As I said before, it's been, well, all very short notice, and so I haven't had any time to tell the people who own this car that I was going to film it, hence it's all sort of filthy and things. But there we go, I had to get something really, really quickly. That was the secret mission, and here it is. Facelift of this car occurred in 2014. This is a 15. It's just before they were discontinued actually. The sales continued into early 2016 in this country when it was replaced by the Mark IV. I actually think this is quite a handsome looking car for something like this, particularly in this top specification KX4 trim. I mean, it could do with the clean, and the alloy wheels are corroding, which is quite common on these. But yeah, not too bad really. Got parking sensors and a reversing camera, which is advisable on one of these because the rear window is very small, and as you can see, the C-pillars are massive, so the visibility is not actually that great. Fortunately, there is a reversing camera on this particular car. Boot just opens in a normal way. I'm not sure you can get an electric tailgate on any of these actually. Like I said, the exterior, interior is the same, needs a bit of a clear out. The spare wheel is massive. It's actually got an alloy spare, which is fantastic really. There's the jack and everything. I don't think you can adjust the height of the floor, but it's actually about 560 litres this boot, which is, it's pretty big for this sort of car. It's certainly bigger than the 1st generation Qashqai. It's about the same as the sort of second one. Actually, it's bigger than the 2nd generation Qashqai. So you've got the low blind there. I just sort that out really because it's actually making the visibility even worse. But there we go. At least you've got this handle here to shut it, because otherwise it is quite high. Even if you're sort of average height, if you were shorter, that would be a bit more of a problem. Right, let's take a seat in the back. I've actually got rear heated seats in this car, which is amazing. It's not exactly plush, despite the fact we've got this full leather interior in here. It doesn't actually feel very plush. It feels very sort of utilitarian, which is fine. The Hyundai iX35, which shares a platform with this car and was made around the same time, actually feels even more utilitarian than this. But yes, full leather interior. Room's actually quite good, particularly if you've got someone who pulls the seat forward a little bit for you, which someone hasn't done for the rear passenger in this. Even with the double sunroof that this car's got, headroom's actually fine, unlike a Suzuki SX 4S Cross. Got cup holders in here, no ski hatch. One thing that the rear seats don't do, when you're doing some other cars of this type, is recline or slide. They don't do that, which is a bit of a shame. Door handles feel, they're perfectly solid. I mean, these cars are well made. It just feels like the materials aren't as plush as in some other cars, which is fine. It doesn't really matter too much. It's not going to fall apart or anything. It's just the perceived quality isn't as high as really it should be in a car like this. But there we go. Yeah, let's check the grab paddles. Actually, they are a little bit damp, which is good. Headlining feels nice. This car's done over 100,000 miles. And actually, the interior is worn quite well. Right, I suppose we'd better get in the front, viewers. Right, so keyless entry in this particular car, which is handy, I suppose. See, just like the back, we've got absolutely huge door bins. These are even bigger than the ones at the back. We've got an organ pedal down here, which is interesting. And a footrest, which is excellent. Yeah, I mean, there's everything you could possibly need and more in here. It's got automatic lights, automatic wipers, cruise control. It's got different steering modes, which is interesting. Bluetooth phone connectivity, power fold mirrors. It's even got this little thing here. I presume that's maybe for the steering mode as well, or just an auto park feature. It could be of this. Dual zone climate control, satellite navigation. It's even got a CD player. Got just in kind of different modes for all the sunroofs. You've got all these different buttons for them here. Do we have? Oh, we've got. Oh, that's wonderful. Look at that. If you want to, you can block the sun out, but then you can't see the rear view mirror. So maybe that's kind of what you do a bit more. Yeah, or maybe that's for when you do it like this. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Do it like that. Otherwise, yeah, the rear visibility is even worse. We've even got a little. Oh, look at that! We have actually got a little light for the sun visors. There we go. Yeah, I mean everything feels sort of okay. That's really weird. That's the same part as the Sanyong Tivoli. Obviously, that's made in Korea like this one. Yeah, we'll turn it on. Maybe again. There we go. Right, hopefully that stereo's not going to come on. Look at that, 35.2 miles per gallon. What a fantastic engine. Why do you need a petrol one? I mean, honestly, why? So we've got some reason radios on AM. I don't know why. Map. Yes. There we go. In Bishopstoke by the river stroke pond stroke whatever it is. Navigation. Yeah, we won't look at the addresses because that might be giving away secret information. Settings. Bluetooth, traffic navigation, audio display. Yeah, look at the media settings. Okay, we haven't activated the media device. Let's turn that down. What's this button? There's a crescent moon on it. Oh, I just turned the screen off. Okay. That's simple enough. And phone connectivity. Alright, well, that's a phone. There we go. Current position. Church Road, Eastleigh. Yes, just Bishopstoke, really. But there we go. We'll actually allow that to be correct because it pretty much is in the borough of Eastleigh. Right. Yeah, let's see if we can turn this on. There we go. Ooh, is my air conditioning working? Let's turn that down. That's too much. Ah! Right, recirculation can come off as well. Okay, well, maybe it is. I don't know. Bluetooth authorization not successful. Is somebody watching me or something? Maybe. USB port down there, aux in. We've got a 12-volt socket there. Multi-stage heated seats. And have we got anything else inside here? I thought there was another USB socket down here, but nope, there isn't one in there. Take a look at the glove box and see if my secret mission documents will go in. They might do. I mean, if that happens, it would be ideal, but no. It is actually a chilled glove box this as well. You can see just in there it has a little setting, but no, it won't go in. Right, we'll have to put them in there, but never mind. It's not going to be a problem, is it? Yes, we're going to succeed in our mission. Power fob mirrors, do those work? Oh, yes. I like power fold mirrors views. Also, we've got an absolute ton of airbags in here. We've got at least 6, if not more. So that's very safe. The only problem is this A-pillar is enormous, and that's probably going to not do wonders for the visibility in certain situations. But never mind. Right, let's have a look under the bonnet and see what delightful power plant we can find there. So this is the fantastic 2-litre CRDI engine developing 184 horsepower. It was the most powerful engine you could get in this generation of Sportage. And honestly, who needs a petrol one? This will be fine. It's brilliant. You know, the cluttering and everything else is just all part of the character of it. And you know, this one might even be ultra low emission zone compliant. I mean, you know, we've got to keep the mayor happy, haven't we? I mean, he's our friend. Yes, he's our friend. We just keep him happy, don't we? That's what we do. We buy compliant cars and keep him happy. So yeah, you can see this is a facelift one. The grille is a bit different, so are some of the lights. It's not a massive difference though, in comparison with the earlier ones. Right, I suppose we better get back on the road and, you know, find out what an amazing driving experience it is. So we have 3 different steering modes in this car. Let's see if they make any difference whatsoever. So we got it in normal at the moment. Let's go around the corner. Yeah, that feels alright, I suppose. Let's try the next one. Once this van has gone past. This is a big old thing, this car. Right, normal. Sport. Okay, does that mean that it's in any way kind of sportly set up? Not really. There's just a bit more kind of resistance to the wheel. There's not much more in kind of the feel at all. It just makes the steering a little bit heavier. So let's try the next one, which is green comfort mode. Right. Well, Tesla's actually letting me through. That's very kind. Very controversial cars. Like, this one is not a controversial car. It has a wonderful engine. Yeah, I don't like this comfort steering mode. I'm going to put it back into normal. There we are. That's good. Yes, I mean, there are some things that can go wrong with these cars. One of them is the reversing camera, which this seems okay. Another one is the sunroof, which needs to be lubricated. This one's okay. Something else is the clutch. The clutch is very heavy in this car. It's not as heavy as some of the older cars I've driven, but for a modern car it is quite heavy. That might have something to do with the engine in it, but you know, I couldn't possibly say whether that is correct or not. We shall have to just believe that those things are not related, because it is a wonderful engine. The gearbox isn't too bad in this. It feels quite good. I imagine it might be the same for the petrol ones, but I couldn't possibly tell you that. So yes, a car that you know, should be on the shopping list of any sensible family motorist who wears a hat like a van driver, because that's what they do. Prices start at around £2,000 now for one of these, although you're going to get a very tatty one if you kind of want something like that. A late high spec one like this, imagine you'd be looking at maybe sort of £8,000 to £10,000. So well within sensible second-hand reviews budget if you buy an earlier one. Well, let's now have a look at some trim levels in the ultra sensible way that we are, because we are sampling some of the forbidden fruit today. So the two-wheel drive cars range from 1 to 4 in terms of trims being called 1, 2, 3 and 4. The four-wheel drive ones range from KX1 to KX4, like this one. And then there were a number of special editions. Right at the start there was the first edition, and the special edition at the end was called the Axis edition. And then there were also Alpine editions, black editions and white editions. I don't know why there's an Alpine edition. This isn't exactly kind of the Mitsubishi Shogun, is it? But anyway, the cars were actually made in Korea, Slovakia, this would have been made in Slovakia, I think, China, Malaysia and Russia. So viewers, should you consider a CRDI Kia Sportage as a sensible second-hand car for all the family? Well, I don't see why not. I mean, this is just about as good as it gets, isn't it? You know, if you want your motoring to be just out of side of London, then just don't drive in London, or give some money to the Mayor of London by paying the ultra emission zone charge. I mean, you know, it's all wonderful to give money to him. He's a wonderful man, and you should be a wonderful person too. You lot really thought that I was going to actually change the entire ethos of this channel, but I am not, despite the influence of my mysterious benefactor. Happy April Fool's Day to you all.
Dance for joy.